the show come to an end? Was it like a mutual agreement, or was it just run its course, or?
It was the weirdest thing ever. So when the camera crew would come, they would come for 3 to 4 weeks at a time and shoot every day with us open to close. So there was a lot of, we worked very closely with these people for years. And then typically how it would happen is everybody, the camera crew, all the audio guys, we would say our goodbyes. Hey, see you in a couple weeks. And they would come back. The very last time I remember was around Christmas. So we were taking our holiday break, from filming. We said our goodbyes to the camera crew, said, hey, see you next year. And they never came back.
Wow.
There was never a store meeting. We never heard that the show ended. It just ended and nobody said anything about it. Nobody asked. It was we just all went back to work. They never came back. So the one thing that I read on the internet, which I think makes the most sense, is at that time, True TV was looking to probably change their format.
Yeah.
And Practical Jokers had taken over that network. They were looking to get rid, because at that time, South Beach Toe, Lizard Lick, Hardcore Pawn, all of those got kind of canned around the same time. I'm just assuming that a new exec had come in and said, we don't need these anymore. We're moving on. But I don't have any other insight besides the internet rumors. So,
So you just got to make your own assumptions.
Yeah.
So what was life like? Because you stayed another year after the show ended. So what was life like in the store after the show had gone? Was it like
business as usual, bro? We would just go to work, but we would still have a bunch of fans coming in, right? We would still be taking pictures with people. We would still be signing autographs. All the things, just no camera crew, no TV, just normal days. I stayed there for about another year, maybe year and a half after I left in January of 2016. And during that time, in between the show ending and when I left, I was just trying to better my position in the store, keep my job,
What made you decide to leave the store?
I had hit a ceiling. I was really trying to better myself in the warehouse position, because I had moved back to the warehouse, trying to really get that thing under control, that beast of a process back there, trying to get it under control. So I was trying to better myself in the store, trying to take that management spot in the warehouse. And when I saw that it wasn't going to happen, I said, well, there's nothing else for me to do here then. It was just time to go. I think we've all been at a job before where it's just time to go. No hard feelings, man. Time to go. Yeah, I put my 2 weeks in that night and they let me go at the end of my shift. I didn't even get to finish my 2 weeks. So that was it.
I get that. So I've September, I changed my job role from a school that I worked at for 10 years. And it was sort of time to go. It was time to move on.
Yeah.
I built everything I could. And but even I always, you want to get that a bit of recognition off your bosses. So you put your notice in, hoping they're going to offer you something just in case. And it got to the end of it, and my boss took me out for breakfast. And I said, this was after I left and stuff. And I said, look, why didn't you offer me something? And he said, look, I know what you wanted and I couldn't give that to you. And I think you're ready to move on. So I was like, okay, fair enough.
Okay, that's fair. And I respect that. I respect that 100%. You know what I mean? And there was never, I guess, anything like that. I remember it was Seth and Brian in Seth's office, and Les was on speakerphone, and that's how it ended. It was I think I was aggravated just because of how hard I had been working on things, and that it got kind of just like, I didn't get the recognition. I didn't better myself in that store. I was aggravated. But no hard feelings now. Like I said, that was 10 years ago to 8 years ago for me. So I'm a completely different person now than I am, but yeah, like you said, when it's time to go, man, it's time to go.